Hey guys, it's Emily, and I'm using my camcorder right now, which I never use to record videos anymore, but my other camera keeps cutting off like after like 30 seconds of recording, so it's annoying, and I'm using this one because this should be kind of a long-ish video. So my phone is literally like turned all the way off right now. I cannot get on it because I turned it off. Because it's such a dumb reason, but I'm really upset that I can't go to a Panic at the Disco concert. I hate myself. This year. And I literally like can't stand seeing anything about it, and like one of like this person that I know is going, and it literally like, oh, it hurts so bad that I had to turn it off. But you want to know why that's like even dumber? I'm literally leaving for Nashville tomorrow. That's why you're probably not going to see it. Today's like the 22nd. I wouldn't know that for sure since my phone is off, but I'm like nearly positive because that's when this Panic concert is. I hate myself. Whenever you're watching this, I'm literally holding a flip-flop. It's probably not like the right time, but like, yeah, I leave for Nashville tomorrow for a 5 Seconds of Summer concert, so I'm literally like sounding so spoiled, even though I'm paying for the ticket myself. Okay. Some people can't even buy concert tickets. I'm in a weird mood. I need to turn it down. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I get that I sound like so first world, so like spoiled rotten, but I'm just upset that I can't go, so I'm turning on my phone. So I decided to make this video because it's something that I've been needing to film for a really long time, like really long. Recently, okay, I've been watching her for forever and I still don't know how to correctly pronounce her name, but recently Dodie Clark, it's Dodie, right? Not Dottie. Oh, I feel like this, it's Dodie. She says Dodie. Guys, Corey's here. Show your face. Say hi.
I squished something. It was flying.
I kicked him out because I'm a terrible sister and he is very angry, but I'm going to play with him and have a sleepover with him tonight, so all is well. Anyway, so Dodie Clark recently made a video about her depersonalization and depression and anxiety, mostly focusing on the depersonalization. And I wanted to make a video on my own story, kind of, not exactly a story, just more of talking about it. And I know people start doing this right when other YouTubers do it, just to sound like, to be relatable, and she even talks about that kind of in the video. Like she says I'm not doing it to be hashtag relatable, and I just wanted to make a disclaimer the same. I'm not doing this necessarily because she did it, but because she gave me courage to do this video and finally get it off of my chest. I've been experiencing derealization, which is slightly different from depersonalization. Depersonalization is more of when you feel like you're watching yourself in a way at some points, and that you don't recognize yourself. And derealization is more of your surroundings and feeling like both make you feel like you're like watching someone else's life, but like I could recognize myself, but I just felt like I was dreaming constantly. And now it's more transforming into depersonalization, where I look into a mirror and I literally like can't recognize myself, which is the weirdest thing ever. The reason I'm making this video is because since I would say about 7th grade, when I really started experiencing anxiety badly, is when I started experiencing derealization. But recently it has gotten so much worse. Like I said before, for me, derealization would pop up at random moments. Like when I was really happy or really sad, I would suddenly feel like I was watching myself, or not watching myself, I would feel like I was watching like a YouTube video, but it was my life. And that sounds so weird, and like Dodie says, it sounds like we're on drugs, but it's a hard feeling to explain. You may say, oh, I know exactly what you mean, sometimes I feel like I'm dreaming, and like I agree, like everyone I feel like has experienced this at least once in their life. But then my anxiety and derealization, depersonalization are often connected. I don't know how it is for Dodie, but it's often connected. And as my anxiety got worse, the derealization got worse, and it began, I would wake up and it was like I was still dreaming. I went about my entire day and I didn't feel anything. It's so hard to explain. It came to a point where sometimes I would be like talking to someone and everything would kind of slow down in my head. It wasn't actually slowing down, and I couldn't really get my words out. And she talks about this too, and I really appreciate that she made the video, because I felt so alone for so long. I didn't know anyone else who really experienced derealization or depersonalization the way I do. You can't really get your words out because I don't know how to explain this. I just couldn't get my words out. I forgot how to speak. This sounds insane, but that's how crazy derealization and depersonalization is. Recently, it has gotten more intense to the point where I never really feel like I'm here. I've always had this fear that I am the only real person on earth, and I am the only one that feels anything and has emotions, and that everyone else around me is almost like robots or a figment of my imagination, like I made them up or something. Again, it sounds like I'm copying Dodie, but I'm really not trying to at all. I'm basically agreeing with her, but she says she feels like she's the robot and everyone else is real. But for me, it's the exact opposite. I feel like I'm the only one real, which totally contradicts me saying that sometimes I don't feel anything. So, it's just so complex. So as I was saying, recently it's just gotten so much worse, and it's more of a constant thing. Even right now, it's not really bad, but I just feel kind of detached. Like, talking to my family is really hard because it's almost like if you're not real and I'm not real, then how can we talk? You can see why I haven't made a video about this before and why I should have scripted this a little bit better. Well, I haven't scripted this at all. Why I should have scripted this or outlined this for me to go off of, because it's just so complex. Recently, it's just been a lot more overwhelming because it's been constant and because it's causing me trouble with talking to people and such. I'm still going out with friends. Like I said, I'm literally going to Nashville tomorrow. I'm hanging out with a different friend that I haven't seen in a while tonight and going to dinner. It's not really like, hasn't messed with any of my relationships yet, but I'm worried that it will, and that's why I'm getting scared. Another weird thing is I find it gets worse in certain lightings. Like where I work, it's in a storeroom, and like not a store, I don't know how to explain it. The lighting down there is yellow, and I can't explain why, but like, that's not fluorescent lighting, is it? Just like yellower light bulbs make it worse, and walking outside at certain times make it worse. And I'm gonna take a moment and try to sum this up better and explain more of how I feel. So again, a major key part of it is that I feel like no one else has emotions, and when I'm talking to them, I made them up. Even my own sister, like, if I'm talking to her, suddenly I'll get these like thoughts like, what if you're like creating her in your head? And that is literally the most insane thing ever, but that's literally like how I feel. I looked down at my hands, but they're not my own. I'm looking at I'm watching a video or something, and I'm in a dream and I'm someone else. You know when you have dreams and you're someone else, like you could be just some random person, and you look down your hands and you know they're not your own. Like, that's what I feel like. These aren't my hands. This room is, I'm not here. And that's how I feel. Constantly. It's overwhelming and it's hard to explain, so you don't want to explain it. So it's really hard for me to tell someone about because I can't explain it. I haven't told anyone about this in person directly. At random moments, I'll say something like, "Oh my god, I feel like I'm in a dream right now." And then I'll try to pass it up because I'm happy, because you know how you feel that sometimes, like when you're really happy, like, oh, this is too good to be true. I'll try to pass it up like that, but it's literally me. Sometimes it just hits me really hard and I'm like, oh my god, like I don't feel real. So, Dodie, I just wanted to say you are not watching this, but you are not alone at all. I felt alone in this too, and seeing the video really helped me because you had so many things similar to the way you said so many things similar to the way I feel, and you're so set on fixing this that it's really encouraging to me to fix it too. So anyone out there struggling with this, you are not alone. You can fix it. Not fix it. I don't know if you can. I don't know much about like treatment or anything like that for this. I've read about it and I know it's not always diagnosed on its own. Sometimes it's diagnosed as a side effect of anxiety and stuff, and I don't know what mine is anymore, but anyone who is struggling, you can learn to cope with this or fix it. I don't know how it works. Contact someone that can help you. Tell someone who can help you and get help, because you deserve a life that you're enjoying and that you're happy in, and feeling as if you're living someone else's life is not going to make you happy, and feeling like you're not real and being unable to talk to people, you're not going to be happy. Reach out, get help, do what you need to do to fix yourself and to help yourself and help yourself be happy, and know that it may not be easy, but it will be worth it. This video was an absolute mess, and I look like an absolute mess, but I want to thank you for watching. A lot of people have been finding my channel recently that I don't exactly want to find it, but I'm just going to welcome the viewers anyway. That's a whole nother story on its own. But thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Take my word for it, please, and just get help for whatever you're dealing with if you need it. And another disclaimer, I'm not copying Dodie, I'm agreeing with Dodie. And yeah, stay strong and sassy. Be expecting a vlog from my trip soon. I love you guys so much. Stay strong and sassy. Goodbye.